actually two questions. My first question is, forgive me if I read this, this is the only way that I can get through it. I understand that you're greatly increasing the debt levy rate to accelerate the repayment of our current debt. What I'd like to know is, what does South Carolina law allow the board to do once that debt is paid off? Could I assume that when the current debt is paid off, apart from any new debt, that we would enjoy some property tax relief on the debt levy? Anybody have an answer for me?
They normally don't get into a dialogue or
information.
exchange during presentations. That's why nobody's probably volunteering, isn't it? They'll be glad to take your questions and maybe send you an answer, but normally during the public participation they don't get an exchange. Unless somebody wants to volunteer.
Mr. Flippin.
Madam Chair, I was going to recommend, even though the practice is, as Mr. Burkhalter stated, but it appears that these are going to be some pretty thoughtful questions, and I would encourage us that we get an answer back, that we give a thoughtful answer back that is equal to the thoughtfulness of the question. And so my thing would be to assure Ms. Nix that we would have a response to her once we get a chance to think about the question, look up whatever we need to look up to give an accurate answer and provide that back to her.
The citizens deserve an answer, particularly when you're increasing our taxes and you're saying we're not going to answer that. Because I haven't seen
they'd be glad to send answers. I mean, you know, I could answer you off the record or, you know, explain some of it myself, but they don't normally get in a dialogue because then people in the audience will want to get a dialogue and start asking questions back and forth, and it becomes real chaos.
That's how it should. That's how it happens at City Council.
Well, the City Council doesn't, you know, that may be the way they do it, but that's not necessarily the way it has to be done. This is a public meeting it's an in-public meeting for the school board to conduct the business of the school district. It is not the public's meeting in the sense of the public owning it, because the board has the meeting and the board has to run the meeting in accordance with its rules and regulations.
So the City of Aiken, theirs is a public meeting. They allow their constituents to speak and they hear an answer.
I'm not going to, you know, argue with you about what the City of Aiken does.
Okay.
No, I don't agree. I mean, you know, that they have it. They do it their way. Every governmental entity has a different way of handling business. But I can tell you, school districts. You can go to any school district in this state, and you'll find they handle their meetings very similarly to the way we handle ours.
Doesn't matter to us. What matters to us is right here in our own home. That's what matters to us.